Hello everybody, what is up and welcome back. This is I'm going to cast some Starcraft 2 action for you today. Going to bring you some professional level replays, and who better to start with than the Zerg in the top right hand corner of the map, Antiga Shipyard. It is the blue Zerg player. IPL observed? That's IMNesTea. In case chat didn't give it away, down here in the bottom left hand corner, the pinkish Zerg, it is MillStephano. Little ZVZ action on Antiga Shipyard. Should be an awesome game. Actually, when I first looked at this replay, I thought, is this Atlanta's spaceship? No, because that would make me dumb. Blues are going to go ahead and throw down an 11 pull there. Going to go, it was a 12 pull, I guess, 12 pull. I'm going to go ahead and grab both gas. Probably an extractor trick there. And there it is. Both are exploding. We'll turn on the music because, hey, people like to listen to the soft, succulent sounds of Starcraft 2. So pull is on the way for IMNesTea, and MillStephano just now throwing down his pull. No scout was done by Stephano, so he is going to be slightly behind in the pull, and wouldn't be surprised if we see some early aggression out of Stephano. How many lings will he make as soon as this Overlord pops? 4 lings are on the way, as you can see there. Gas is on the way for Stephano. He's probably going to mine up to that crucial 100 and then grab Zergling speed and make those Zerglings super fast. So while NesTea will have 6 unspeedlings on the way, Stephano will be working towards speed. However, his pull is 75% of the way done, and 6 lings are on their way to his base. It's going to be very dangerous for Stephano. Stephano having not even scouted his opponent just yet. There's a spine crawler on the way for NesTea somewhere. It is on the outskirts of his base of Stephano, and Stephano with a great drone pull. 5 drones are on it, and that will be enough to kill it. But will the lings get there in time? They certainly will not. The drone was canceled there. When these lings come in, there will be another spine crawler placed there on the outside of the creep. 2 lings have now popped. 4 more are on the way for Stephano. Speed as well. So NesTea going to have to do his damage very soon with these early lings. All the drones will probably have to be pulled here. And it looks like good positioning there from MillStephano. Stephano doing a great hold. Drones coming in to help. NesTea not getting enough damage done. The queen is out, and that probably will mark the end of this aggression. Checking out the units lost tab, NesTea way behind in that, 4 times behind in that. More lings are on the way for Stephano, and NesTea is trying to drone up behind this. The queen is out now for Stephano, or for NesTea, I'm sorry, for NesTea. No Zergling speed yet for NesTea. It is about 75% of the way done for Stephano, and we are seeing NesTea's Zerglings head back to his base. Stephano knowing he's ahead and knowing more aggression, no more aggression is probably going to come. Going to go ahead and throw down a hatchery right there. Stephano also going to go ahead and grab a Baneling's nest, which will help defend against any other kind of ling aggression. Lots of lings out, and as well as 2 queens. These Zerglings are not going to get up into the main at all, and they're actually going to get one might get picked off. No. Those lings with speed did just kick in, however, so Stephano is ahead in that regard, and NesTea is going to have to back off. Injects are going down for NesTea. NesTea known to never miss an inject. 6 energy on that queen. Hatchery is now going down as well for NesTea. So NesTea behind in every single way, it looks like. What is the worker count? 21 to 18, actually. So NesTea didn't do too bad in droning up behind this. 3 more are about to pop as well. Looks like Stephano had to overreact a little bit to deal with these lings. But I can't blame him, because when you see 6 lings in your base from IMNesTea, you kind of just have to deal with it, and deal with it however you can. Looking in the base now, fully saturated base in here inside the main for NesTea. We'll certainly menard those workers down to the natural expansion. Spine crawlers are going to be coming down here. We'll defend this natural very nicely. The natural is finished for Stephano. So Stephano's income should shoot above that of his opponent. And it looks actually like they are a little bit even right now, with NesTea having a slight advantage. 1 worker ahead. Nothing but drones on the tab for both players. Speed just about to finish for NesTea, and as soon as that finishes, we wouldn't be surprised to see him try to push out a little bit with these, just to get a little bit of scouting information. 4 lings are chilling outside the natural expansion. Both Overlords can see that, and here are the lings with speed from both players. NesTea almost got the surround there, actually. Would have been very well done. Very cutesy play there. You see the Baneling safeguarding every aspect of MillStephano's base. MillStephano, not known for his ZVZ, very much so known more for his ZVP, but he is a top player in the world for a reason. The infinite ling chase, these lings will infinitely run around the map together. What is here to defend, as we just talked about, there is the spine crawler and the banelings, so these lings will not do too much damage at all. They might get in here, get a scout. Would be very terrible if they even got a worker. No, they're going to go up there and meet their maker. Don't know if that was worth the baneling, but at the same time, it's worth not giving up the scout. Roach Warren is just about to finish for MillStephano, as you can see there in the middle of your screen. Ling is going to go out here and probably grab the center watchtower, and 2 more lings are going to go out from Stephano to meet him there, so those lings will have a little duke in the middle. Roach Warren is done for IPL Observed, or IMNesTea. That's going to throw me off all game. +1/+1 attack is on the way for both players, but it is slightly more ahead for Stephano. Stephano going to go ahead and plop down the third, as is MillStephano. So both players try to play a little bit more of an economic game than they were at the beginning. 8 roaches on the way for Stephano, and that will give him a big heads up there. There are 4 roaches out on the field for MillStephano, but 8 are going to be on the way here. 4 more on the way for MillStephano. +1 is about to finish for Stephano, as it does momentarily, and +1 is about halfway done for MillStephano. So we are going to go into the roach infester phase of the game. Right now it's just the roaches, but as soon as both of these players make their lair, we will be seeing those infestors more than likely. +1 is done now for Stephano, and is still about 75% of the way done for MillStephano. Stephano going to go ahead and push out. These lings are going to get the scout. They're going to go up here and try to take out the third base. Don't know if that's a good idea. I know they decided to back up. All the roaches from Stephano are making their way across the map. 84 supply to 84 supply. Both players supply blocked, actually, making 3 or 2 overlords at a time. Kind of funny to see that. +1 is not done for MillStephano, and here we go. We have the engagement. 1 roach already falls. It looks to be just too much here, however, from MillStephano. These roaches will get chased back. Banelings are swinging in. MillStephano decides that he wants to engage. So does Stephano. Stephano pushing in here. There are a lot of roaches out for MillStephano, but will the upgrades prevail? 2 spine crawlers couldn't make the difference, however. More roaches coming in from MillStephano. Banelings coming in. Don't get a hit off at all. Instead, back up. Banelings now hitting. I think there is enough for MillStephano here to hold barely, as the reinforcements do come in here. It is, how many roaches do we have here? 5 roaches are out for Stephano. A little more than that for MillStephano, especially as MillStephano's upgrades finish. So Stephano getting the short end of that stick, so it would seem. Go to the units lost tab. Stephano has fallen. Well, he's fallen tied. I thought he had fallen behind, but they're about tied in the resources lost tab. And since MillStephano was a little bit behind in that earlier in the game, you know MillStephano has been playing some catch-up. We know MillStephano is a great player at playing catch-up, and he is a great Zerg player, so definitely not going to fall out just because of a failed 12 pool. Third base is now up and running for both players, as you can see that they are starting to drone up here. Roach speed is on the way for MillStephano, as well as +2 attack. +1 carapace is on the way, as well as layer tech for IMNesTea. MillStephano would like to see him go ahead and grab that roach speed as soon as layer is done, so he is behind in the layer tech, because Stephano is done, did finish during that attack. Checking out the units tab, we see that there are 63 drones out for MillStephano, 55 for his Zerg opponent. Stephano, 57 I should say. A macro hatch going down inside the main of MillStephano. I like the overlord spread here by MillStephano. He's going to have a good eye when anything pushes across the map here. We do see a little bit of a roach move out here. I would like to see MillStephano wait for these upgrades to finish, but that's okay. He's MillStephano. I'm not going to argue completely with what he's doing. Going to push it to the middle of the map, see nothing doing there. Going to see that creep spread and realize, wow, I'm a little behind in that regard. Roaches are out, just kind of collecting here. Let's see how many roaches there are. 23 to 23, dead even. Upgrades equal right now, however. +1/+1 does have a more advantage for Stephano. His carapace will finish slightly behind as an overlord dies right here. His carapace will finish slightly behind, but he will have 2-1 before his opponent does. And that is a serious upgrade advantage. 3 bases completely saturated for MillStephano, and no infestation pit on the way for either player. So both players pretty hell-bent on just sticking to roach tech, and I guess I can't really blame them. It's really hard to transition against both of these players. Hydralisk range is on the way here, because there was a Hydralisk den made by Stephano. It looks like MillStephano has noticed that these rocks are going to go down, going to swing up here and try to get in a pretty good position. That is a great concave he's going to have. That roach is sorry he ever tried, and Stephano is going to back out of there, realizing that's not where you want to be. Trying to find that Hydralisk den. Or something here. There is something going on. Groove Spines that's going down here for Stefano. Stefano trying to push into this. Doesn't have a roach advantage, I don't believe. Let's check it out here. 42 to 43 has a 1 roach lead. Has an upgrade disadvantage, so he keeps trying to dart in and out. Going to go for a little 2-pronged action here, try to get a better concave. Don't think this is in his best interest at all. Looks like he is going to try to swing some roaches right up into the main. I'm going to try to pick off some tech here. Stefano's Roach Warren, or Hydralisk then I should say, does finish. All these roaches here inside the main are going to die, but not before they do some significant damage. Will the queen fall? The queen most certainly will fall here as the Hydralisk do clean up the mess. Roaches did burrow and are popping out here at the natural expansion. Going to pick off another queen. Lots more going to die. Another engagement going down over here at the third action going over, where Hydralisk from IMNesTea is going to swing in here and turn the tide out of this battle. 168 supply to 162 in favor of the Pink Zerg MillStephano. Stefano continuing to push in with his units here. IMNesTea's units bashing up against him. The Hydralisk doing lots of damage, and I have to give the upper hand to IMNesTea in this battle. Checking out the army tab, 100 supply to 94 for IMNesTea. So Stefano does have the upgrade, or does have the army advantage. However, I do have to think IMNesTea, with his positioning, playing the defender's advantage. However, Stefano looks like he wants to push in here. Will the concave be good enough for IMNesTea to make the hold? One spine crawler will push back Stefano going to swing up here into the third. Looks like he wants to get more damage than no. IMNesTea is on top of the army movement. Looks like, though, he forgot about his natural expansion. MillStephano going to go up here and see what kind of tech or units he can snipe all the way up into the main. What is he going after? He's just going to go after drones is what it looks like. He's going to have to kill a lot of drones to make this cost efficient. Going to kill 1 queen. Certainly every single drone inside the main here. All these drones will fall. Will the spawning pool fall? Looks like he is not focusing firing anything in particular. Going to have these roaches fight 2-1 to 2-1. Both players are tied in upgrades, so it will come down to numbers and micro. IMNesTea does clean up a little bit of roach aggression. However, the third went under serious attack, and every single drone did fall there. See, IMNesTea is finally pushing out above 148 supply to 125. Let's check out the workers lost. There are 62 workers killed. Stefano has done to 0 for IMNesTea. Checking out the army tab, 25. IMNesTea has to win with this big push right here, 133 to 164 supply. This has to do it. Check out the army tab. IMNesTea with the army advantage, and I think his composition is slightly superior too. The Hydra is pretty good against roaches if they have the buffer. And here comes the engagement. The concave much better for MillStephano. Stefano with a full concave of IMNesTea's army. IMNesTea's army is getting decimated. Supply plummeting 114 to 158 in favor of the Pink French Zerg. Stefano barreling his way through IMNesTea's entire army. Getting decimated, however, Stefano does have to retreat. 16 roaches are on the way. Reinforcements will certainly turn the tide of this battle. We see Stefano not afraid to trade costs inefficiently here. The unit composition for Stefano not as good as his Zerg opponent, IMNesTea. However, more reinforcements do come in. 136 supply to 73. 46 to 76 is the army supply in favor of the Pink Zerg. Stefano continuing to barrel roll his way, and he can make the march to victory. 2-2 to 2-1. The upgrades even favor Stefano, and it looks like Stefano will clean this up. And IMNesTea GG's, there it is. Stefano saying, "We win!" Great game there out of both players. The failed early pull there from IMNesTea, costing him the game in the end, sitting behind economically. Great engagement down here by Stefano. That battle could have went either way. Something we should note is that the roaches were here, and the roaches were here, where the entire army of IMNesTea was bundled up right here. The concave for MillStephano, unparalleled, absolutely amazing. Great game from both players, and that's why they're pros. Thank you guys for watching me cast some Starcraft 2. Follow me on Twitter at IMNesTea. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it to get up to like 50 followers. That'd be sick. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.